Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Chelsea. I have so many goals for 2025, but my main goal is YouTube. I just want to be consistent and watch myself grow and see what kind of journey I could have. It's been a dream of mine for a while, so I thought I could give myself a starting point by kind of creating a welcome / get to know me video while I sit here and do my makeup, because I love makeup. It's really what got me into YouTube to begin with. Since 2009, I've wanted to do YouTube. That's when I essentially kind of started asking for like a camera. Never got one. Fast forward 10 years later, I upload my first YouTube video after watching YouTube videos for like literally a decade. I uploaded my first YouTube video in 2019 and it was a crazy introduction. My first YouTube video was me shaving my head. My full intention, my whole rollout of my channel and how I thought it was gonna go and how it was gonna be was, I'm gonna come in strong. My first video is gonna be me shaving my head. I think in like a day I got 200 subscribers and I got, at the time I think it was 15,000 views, and I had uploaded a few videos since having shaved my head, but I just didn't stay consistent with it. Fast forwarding some more, 2019 to 2021 obviously was a little bit of a rocky time in all of our lives. COVID hit. In 2019 I had just moved in with my then boyfriend, now fiance, so I was adjusting to that, and where we were living at the time is a now condemned house, so it was a very old house. We were really making do with what we had. It was so old that like the outlets were still in the floor, not in the actual like wall, and the kind of content that I really wanted to create and film at that time, essentially a lot of like beauty content and sit down content, kind of what I'm doing right now, and I just felt like the house looked so bad and so old. I don't want to be rude, I felt somewhat embarrassed to upload content. Maybe the word embarrassed is a little harsh. I just would watch a lot of the content creators, makeup girlies, girls in general that I was really interested in and still am. And I would even go back to like some of their first uploads and I'm like, wow, their houses just don't look as old as where I was living. I can't properly describe. There's some nice old vintage houses and properties and apartments that people like kill to live in. This was not that. We were doing the best with what we could at the time. I say all of that to say we both wanted to get the hell out of there. So keeping in mind how old this house is, we really just wanted to get out. It was like a duplex house. We also had neighbors on the other side. They were really horrible, terrible neighbors. We just did not want to live there anymore. We wanted to move on. We wanted to go somewhere nicer. We just really wanted to move up the ladder, up the social class, really overall do better in life as any human would. At the time, I was a hairstylist. I have my license in cosmetology. I was working on furthering my career in that, getting more clientele, perfecting my craft. He was looking for a job that paid more and provided more of a career than just like a punch-in job. He just needed something more that can pay the bills for both of us so we could overall improve the quality of our life. That was the goal. During this time, I was really struggling with a lot. The pandemic really had a huge effect on me mentally, emotionally, and every sort of which way. So much in my life was changing at a rapid pace that I couldn't control or stop, and financially I also like plummeted. It was just a lot to deal with. On top of that, being in a lockdown, having to find a new job, going through so many changes. That's all I can say. I know I'm being repetitive. I thought it cannot get any worse than this. Skipping lots of details, fast forward October 2021, he, by way of his older brother, hears about an opportunity to get a job that happens to be located in New Jersey. He accepts the job. We both agree that we don't want to live in Jersey. He decides he would like to live in Philadelphia, and of course, you know, I agreed to it because I was like, yeah, this is what you want. This is gonna be great for us. I had so much influence around me between like his family and a few other people that Philadelphia would be such a great place to live. I would have so much opportunity and that my career as a hairstylist would grow. I would make a lot of friends. At the time, like I said, I was really struggling and I was trying to improve the quality of my life and really like lock in and come up, and my goal was to do YouTube. So I was also behind the scenes investing in that. It just felt so good posting the few videos that I had posted. It's just something I've never stopped thinking about it. Literally my daydream every day of like the possibilities that I could get. I've just seen how much it changes other people's lives, and I'll be completely honest, I would love for that too. If anything, I could just get a stable financial career out of this where I could like afford where I want to live and the life I want to live and not have to worry about being in constant revolving debt. That's it. I don't need fame. I don't need brand trips. I just need financial stability. So we end up moving to Philadelphia. We've been here 3 years and it has been the worst 3 years of my life. And I wish I was being dramatic. I really do. Sometimes when I say that, I stop and I reflect and I'm like, am I being dramatic? Is this really been the worst 3 years of my life? And yes, it has. I genuinely, truthfully thought COVID was possibly going to be the worst time of my life, just because constantly being locked in and restricted from doing certain things felt really, it messed with my head. But in the end of it, and somewhere in the middle of it, it became manageable when they started like lifting some of the restrictions and we were allowed to go on hikes and things like that. So we moved here October 2021. It's December 2024, and our lease is up in March 2025. And this Sunday, we're actually going to look at a 3-bedroom house to rent. I hope it goes well. I hope I love it. I hope we get approved. I absolutely hate Philadelphia, and I think what it is I'm not a city person. I'm truly a suburban girl to my core. I need nature, like 10 to 15 minutes away from me, 20 at most, maybe 30. I need to be able to go on a hike whenever the hell I want to. I need a body of water, some type of body of water, even if it's like a creek, a stream. I need something like that close to me. I just love suburbs. I'm a suburban girl. The past 3 years of Philadelphia has really taught me that I am not cut out to be in the city. When we were moving here, I had a car, and literally the week, I think it was like 2 days before we had to move here, I was in a really bad car accident and my car was wrecked. And I don't even want to talk about it because it's a really terrible story, but it ended up being completely his fault, but something happened with the case and I really ended up getting nothing out of it. So I really got fucked in the process for that. I lost my car, I just moved to a new town, I didn't have any friends, I didn't have a job, and anything that could go wrong did go wrong. The job that I started working at, the woman ended up being extremely racist. It's quite shocking. And then she fired me because I was also looking for part-time work because I was an experienced hairstylist and she did not want to treat me like one. She only wanted to pay me $10 an hour, and I live in Philadelphia. Yeah. And even in 2021, like I know that was like 3 years ago, but that's still not that long ago and it's not a lot of money. So then from there, I've just had so many fucking jobs out here because I have not been able to land on my feet. And I feel like that alone is embarrassing. Like I don't even want to tell you. And I'm just like, ugh, what the fuck? I want to be able to get a good grip on my life. And that's what's been holding me back from YouTube. The most depressed I've ever been in my entire existence since moving to Philadelphia. And that I can say to be true because I have been journaling consistently for years. So I have documented a lot of my life, and feeling so mentally distraught, I have tried to like find some peace of mind and clarity, and like I've just gone back and I've read a lot of my old journal entries. I'm really a different person, and I just noticed that my mental health decline, because that's really what I'm gonna call it, it kicked off when we got to Philadelphia. So I'm really hopeful for 2025. As I mentioned, our lease is up in 2025, and I'm feeling so optimistic right now. Full transparency, right now I'm unemployed, but I am receiving compensation. I recently just got fired in October, ironically from the same company that my fiance has been working at for the last 3 years. Long story short, I don't even want to say why I got fired, but they were in the wrong and I got approved for unemployment, and my unemployment doesn't run out until April. So he and I just agreed that just take this time off and fully invest in YouTube. He really, really believes in me. So much so that I had no idea. I literally didn't see this coming at all, like at all. He bought me this Mac behind me. I should have maybe said that 30 minutes ago. But yeah, he really probably still feels a huge responsibility and feels really bad about how depressed, because it's just been a cycle of endless depression since really the first week I got here. It's just been a struggle. I ended up lining up that job pretty quickly when I got out here, and just experiencing the city the way I have, really unfortunate to me. And he works 2 jobs. So between him working 2 jobs, he's never really in Philly. We've just had different experiences, but his experiences lately have also been pretty bad too. To sum it up, we're just both over Philadelphia. We just want to get the hell out. All of that to say, I'm very excited for the new year, because not only right now do I have time to really invest in making YouTube videos, learning how to talk on camera, learning how to edit, figuring out how to vlog, because I really want to learn how to vlog, and just finding like my format of what people would want to watch and what would work. Then I look forward to finding a nice place to live. Want to get married in 2025. Very optimistic for this year. I just feel like getting out of Philly will help me so much more. I really am grateful that I have someone like my fiance, who really loves, believes, and supports me enough to invest in this dream that I have reignited, because I never let it die. I've just always had it kind of on the back burner, and he's known that. He sees it because I've been buying equipment and making videos for years. I just never upload them. And all the old videos that I filmed and I made, I'm just gonna leave them in 2024 and really completely start fresh. This is the only video from 2024 I am bringing into 2025. I'm a completely different person now. I just want to start fresh. I also want to say that I'm really grateful that I am capable to have this time off from working to fully commit to myself and kind of working on a rebrand, because I do need a rebrand. Working on my mental health, my physical health too, because that has really gotten negative, I would say. I've gained a lot of weight, which probably no one maybe noticed. We're our own worst critic, but since moving to Philadelphia, I've gained the most amount of weight I've ever gained. I really just want to go into 2025 with more creativity and more time to work on myself. 2024 really kicked my ass. I want to say out of all the years in Philadelphia that I had, this felt like the most difficult, but I don't think it was. I just think it was the catalyst. I really think it was, you know what they say, the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, this really was it. Like, this was that wind that brought down the house of cards. Because I don't know, not to get too deep, but I don't know, it was touch and go there this year. Like, there was a lot of points in this year where I just was not sure if, you know, if a lot of anything was just worth it. And happy to say I got through all of those dark emotions, and sitting here today, December 31st, 2024, I can say that like I don't currently feel as dark as I was feeling for months. Like, even recent as like I want to say early November, I was ready to just call it quits. But man, life can really be beautiful, and going back and reading some of the beautiful things and ways I would experience life and having memories of that, I just want to romanticize my life and find the beauty again. So I'm really excited to be here. I feel like this is like season 1, episode 1, day 1, getting my fresh start, you know, starting over, starting new. This is like the first time in years I ever really fed into the whole new year, new me. Hot take, I feel like sometimes it is appropriate to do that. Every once in a while, we just need to completely start over and have a whole entire new change. At least speaking for myself, that's really what I need. 2020 to now, it's been really hard, it's been really difficult, and a lot of like me not knowing who I am or what to do or where I want to go, and I was just so stagnant for the longest time. I feel good. I'm happy that I'm sitting here today. I feel like I said a whole bunch of nothing, and I am a little bit more of an introvert trying extroverted activities, but social media is an amazing job industry to get into. And the great thing about getting into it is you don't have to apply. You only have to apply yourself. You don't have to really go and sit in an interview. I mean, I could end up being just another nobody on the internet, and that's okay. Because in this, I might find that I'm really good at editing, or that I really just like to sit down and do my makeup and talk. And I could keep the videos there for myself, and maybe one day if I ever have kids or when my nieces get older, they might want to watch it and look back, or I want to watch it and look back and be like, hey, that was beautiful. It could be like a photo album. I've just seen what it's done for other people, and I want to see what it can do for me, how it can serve me. I also want to see if I can like it, albeit I did spend a significant amount of money on everything one would need for a really professional YouTube content creator career. Some of my goals other than YouTube going into the new year are some of the same goals that I ended up achieving this year. Shout out to my fiance. I really have to say, a lot of what I've done this year financially, I wouldn't have been able to do without him sacrificing so much so I could be so good. And I recognize that a lot of people don't have that, because I didn't have that for the longest time. It was really just me and my own, like in my own finances. For most of our relationship, he has really supported me. And Mike has always had more money than me. He's always made more money than me. That's never intimidated me. I grew up with a single mom, and we didn't grow up with a lot of money. And I struggled with money most of my life, and he saw that. It was very obvious. This is the Pat McGrath. I feel like this is my favorite phrase to say today. Skipping a lot of details. This year, financially, he really got in a better place with his finances. Not that he was ever in a bad place. He just elevated it. We just wanted to work on improving the quality of our life, because from where we came from to where we are now, I should stop and give ourselves a pat on our back, because I always am like, we need to do better. We need to do better. We're not doing good enough. This person has this. This person has that. This person over here has this. And when I look back at old pictures when we first met in the house that we came from, I look Mac computer. I'm filming on a Sony camera. I have an iPhone 15. I'm drinking out of a fucking Love Shack Stanley Cup. We've come so far, and I know that these are all materialistic possessions, and I'm not saying that these things necessarily equal success or happiness. I'm just saying it's nice that I'm able to treat myself to those things while having raised my credit score, established a high yield savings account. I came up with a spreadsheet system that works for me to track my budgeting and my finances and see how I'm spending my money, where I'm spending my money, what my money spending habits are. Fitness is something that I haven't worked on. I've been trying to work on, but it's just a really big struggle. So 2025, that's a major goal. I want to lose all of the weight that I gained in Philly. It needs to go. I want to work on my skin because my skin has gone to shit. I just feel like I have a lot of texture. I get a lot of blackheads. I get a lot of acne. I'm on tretinoin. There's a lot going on. Also, I've been very lonely, so I want to try to make friends or build a community. I don't know if this is achievable this year, but it's something that I do also want to try to pursue. It's not as high of a goal as YouTube because YouTube is a little bit more in my control because it's just me, my camera, and my computer. But I want to try to get back into modeling. Modeling just brought me so much happiness and joy. For a while there, I thought that maybe I would be able to like actually get a real career out of modeling. And I'm not saying that I can't, but I want to do modeling, and I also want to do commercial work, like commercial acting. I know that may sound cringy, but I'm kind of setting like the bar low. I've always wanted to do acting, but I just feel like at my age and this late in the game, I'll never be like an actor. I'll never be on like a Netflix special thing. I mean, I shouldn't limit myself and say never because then, you know, I'm blocking my own blessings, but I would really love to get back into modeling and just stick to YouTube. YouTube money and getting out of Philadelphia are like my main goals. Oh, and a car. Actually, I have a lot of main goals. Okay, YouTube's probably the main one. No, getting out of Philadelphia is the main one because I don't think I could do YouTube in Philadelphia. But fuck it, I will try because if we have to stay here another year, I'm not gonna let YouTube sit and pass me by, and I'm not gonna watch another Monet McMichael blow up where I'm just sitting here like, that could be me. Shout out Monet. I fucking love her and she's such an inspiration. She just got out there and said, I'm just gonna be me, as many do. So yeah, what was I saying? I've been saying a lot, so I don't even know if any of this is like consistently put together well. But I'm a yapper because I cannot think straight. I quickly just like wrote down my goals because I just want to include it in this video so I can look back on this maybe towards the end of the year or mid-year and see what I've accomplished in no specific order. My 2025 goals are YouTube, fitness, lose all of my Philly weight, continue to do well with my finances. When I say continue, I just want to keep getting better and better. I want to move out of Philly. I need a car. Me without a car is me with a lot of problems. I need my own transportation. I cannot keep depending on my fiance who has 2 jobs to drive me everywhere and run all of my errands. It's exhausting. It's tiring. Get a job because eventually my unemployment is going to run out, and I don't see myself by the time having my unemployment run out making money to sustain a living off of YouTube. It's a goal, but can I do it by April? I have to be realistic with myself. I won't give up on YouTube, but I want a job that I will be able to do and continue to do YouTube that also isn't going to fire me and isn't going to be a complete toxic trash bag of a job. Another goal of this year, travel and actually take a flight. I've never been on a plane and I just want to travel. I've never really done that. I don't want to say I grew up poor, but I didn't grow up with like a lot, and I feel like what I didn't grow up with a lot, once I became an adult and I started getting money, I started buying things, you know? I feel bad kind of giving a look into my past because I feel like people are like, oh, you're lying, like look at all these nice material objects you have. And yeah, I do, because I didn't have it growing up. Instead of traveling, it's like pick your luxury. Do you want to buy little things here and there, or do you want to take a trip? So this year, I'm going to start the year off with a no buy. I really want to travel. I want to do a lot of American travel because I just don't know if I could afford European travel still, because I'm still trying to figure out finances. I do spend frivolously, thoughtlessly, and irresponsibly because I'm always like, oh, life is short. I didn't have a lot growing up. I have money now. But I want to take all of that skill that I've gained and go on a vacation. Whether it's a house or apartment, I just really want to invest in nice furniture, plates. I want to learn how to cook more. I just want to do so much, and I just feel like documenting all of it would really be a beautiful journey. So that is my full intention. Sitting here for like the last hour talking to you guys, kind of giving the recap of why I haven't made videos and where I keep saying where I've been as if you guys fucking know me. But essentially, yes, where I've been, what's been prohibiting me, why I've been holding myself back, and then talking about all of my intentions for the new year, for 2025 and the years to come. I do feel a lot better right now. So much more and optimistic. I know it's the last day of 2024, but I don't know. I really feel like tomorrow when I wake up, it's not gonna be like instantly better, but I just feel like with this, the way I'm feeling today, the mentality I have today, it's gonna be good. And I'm gonna try to learn how to vlog like my day, like my day to day. I don't even know if we're going anywhere for New Year's Eve. We're kind of like boring people, which is what we gotta work on in the new year. Alright guys, and that is it. That is the end of the video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I feel a lot better. I feel like this outro is actually going pretty well. My intros and my outros are the most difficult for me. And then I feel like somewhere in the middle, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm probably gonna start scripting my videos or giving myself like little key points to keep me on track so I can learn, because all shout out and all credit to content creators. If this is something that comes natural to you and you're just naturally good at this, that's amazing. But this does take a lot of work behind the scenes, between editing, learning how to talk to the camera, learning how to look at the camera, coming up with the lightings, learning how to use the camera. It's a lot of work and it's so freaking time consuming. I never understood why people never look at this as a real job or a real career or something that does take a lot of time, effort, sacrifice, and dedication. None of it is a guarantee, because at any moment it could just end, or you can never get picked up. People just might not watch your videos. You could spend 5 years and thousands of dollars making videos and go nowhere. And I'm not saying that that's gonna be my case in a moment, but I just needed to include that because so much credit. Like, I've been trying for years and it's hard. It is hard. You see more people try than you see more people do. Actually, you don't even see a lot of people try because you don't even know they're trying, because they're not putting it out there. So I've been trying and now I'm trying and doing at the same time. Okay, enough of me being cringe and corny. Again, thank you so much for watching. I had a really great time feeling this. I had a really great time filming this, and I feel very beautiful and I feel very good right now, and I'm excited to wake up tomorrow and start the new year on a fresh and positive note. I will see you guys in my video tomorrow. I don't know when that will be edited and uploaded, but soon. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.